Have you ever thought that maybe a sacred text is more than just stories, that it could actually be a kind of cosmic blueprint? Well, in this explainer, we're going to dive into a pretty fascinating framework from our source material that connects the Quran to the very laws of physics.
You've probably heard this verse before. It's one of the most famous lines in the Quran. And usually we understand it as, beautiful poetry, a metaphor for divine guidance and knowledge.
But what if it's not a metaphor at all? What if this framework is suggesting that this is a literal description of physics, a fundamental truth about how reality actually works?
Okay, so to really get this, we have to go back, way back, right to the very beginning, to the moment of creation itself. The Quran describes creation with this incredible phrase, be, and it is. Now, think about quantum physics for a second. An idea there is that reality exists as a wave of all possibilities until it's observed, and that act of observation collapses the wave into one single definite particle. Well, this framework draws a direct line between the two. That divine command, be, is the ultimate observation, collapsing pure potential into actual existence. So this model suggests creation is built on a kind of duality. On one hand, you have a force like gravity. It creates space, and its expression is the tangible particle, which is symbolized by earth or solid truth. Then, its counterpart is a force called mercy. Mercy creates time, and its expression is the flowing wave, symbolized by water or spiritual light.
And when we say water here, we're not talking about H2O. In this view, water is the foundational medium of creation itself. It's the fabric of space-time. The Quran even says Allah's throne was upon water before creation, which kind of suggests it's the canvas of divine mercy on which all of reality was painted.
Now, this initial duality, this particle and wave thing, it doesn't just create a universe. Nope. It actually sets the stage for a huge cosmic conflict between two opposing energies. So on one side, you have light. In this model, light is stable energy. It's pure knowledge, guidance, it's the essence of truth. And on the other side, you have fire. Now, fire isn't the opposite of light. It's a different kind of energy. It's unstable, chaotic, and it's driven by things like pride and just guesswork or conjecture. It's seen as a tool of divine wrath and a big test.
And this is where the conflict really ignites. It's the first act of cosmic rebellion. See, when this being, Iblis, was ordered to bow to the newly created Adam, he refused. And his reasoning? It was his own calculation. He argued his fiery origin was way superior to Adam's humble clay.
I mean, he was making a logical argument based on what he could observe, right? But what critical piece of the puzzle did he completely miss?
And this is the crucial mistake. Iblis only saw the physical form, the particle of clay. He was totally blind to the spiritual dimension, the ruh, that divine spirit, that unseen wave of pure light that Allah had placed inside Adam. He mistook the raw power of fire for the true value of light.
But here's the thing. This cosmic drama isn't just some ancient story. According to this framework, that very same conflict, that clash between particle and wave, is playing out inside every single one of us right now. So first, we have what's called the nafs. You can think of it as our ego, our base self. It's the particle part of our soul. It's grounded, physical, driven by desire. This is the part of us that's being tested, and ultimately is the part that tastes death.
But then we also have the ruh. This is the wave aspect of our being, our divine spirit. It's not from this earth. The Quran says it's a direct command from Allah, like a flicker of pure light. And the ruh, it doesn't die. It just returns to where it came from. So you see, there's this fundamental duality right inside us. Our nafs, our particle self, is grounded in clay and is naturally drawn to the energy of fire, pride, desire, defiance. But our ruh, our wave self, resonates with the frequency of light, with truth, knowledge, and submission. This completely reframes what it means to be human. Our entire life becomes a test of vibration, a choice of which frequency to tune into. Every single decision, every thought, every action, it aligns our soul a little closer to one of two cosmic strings, the stable, harmonious frequency of truth, or the chaotic, dissonant frequency of conjecture.
So where does this whole journey of vibration lead? Well, every soul, tuned to its chosen frequency, is heading towards one final, inescapable truth.
The Quran describes the end of time with this absolutely powerful image. It doesn't talk about destruction, but a folding of the heavens, like the entire scroll of reality is just being rolled up. And in the language of this quantum framework, that's it.
That's the final wave function collapse. The whole universe, with all of its infinite possibilities, is observed one last time. And every wave of potential collapses into one single absolute reality.
And in that final collapsed reality, two distinct paths emerge. The souls that were vibrating with truth follow the path of light, and they merge into eternal harmony. But those that vibrated with conjecture, they follow the path of fire, dissolving into pure entropy, the ultimate state of chaos.
What's so wild is how this lines up with modern physics. Science tells us that the solid world we see isn't really solid at all. It's just a dance of energy and probability. It seems like both science and this spiritual framework are pointing to the same idea. Reality is, at its core, a test of perception.
And all of this leads to the ultimate conclusion of this model. The source of all light and creation, the final observer whose command turns potential into reality, is given one ultimate name in the Quran, Al-Haq, the absolute truth, the one and only true reality.
Which really just leaves us with one final thought to ponder. If our whole existence is just a test of perception, a choice of which reality we decide to align with, then what really is the nature of the absolute truth that lies beyond it all?